Hey guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and today I am on a coin that was recently hit with pretty bad news. SEC hit it hard for $1.3 billion and they will fight for it apparently, right? So they might not even get this fee. And I think that is part of the news why this is actually rebounding so well, because if we check XRP, it's actually rebounds for 120% already. So yes, I mean, I don't really give a two damn about news as long as they do not break the laws of trading, right? And so far when I'm seeing right this, I'll just see an opportunity on it, right? So I'm not too sure what's gonna happen with that fee, or if they're gonna get delisted from any exchanges further or anything. I do not know about that. I just know that this current price action that XRP did is good, and we can retest some of the higher areas, and thus mean there is some profit to be made on it for sure, right? So you can already see that we have areas from the past trades that we have done on XRP, and this one being one of the mainest, right? And this one of the mainest areas right here will be actually one of the first things that I will try to capture in this next trades that I will show, right? So you can see there's still a good stretch which can lead us all the way up to 50 cent in upcoming month. So now let's go down to a little bit of a lower time frame on XRP. Now let's stretch it out a little bit. And now when we are observing a chart from this perspective, we can really see that we have started to form some of the swings, right, when going up. And most of these swings, as you can see, they will already tested to begin with, right? So we are a little bit late to this party nonetheless, but there's still some money to be made. So first of all, a very bullish trade, as it's pretty much have been currently common with us. We always seem to have these really bullish trends, or should I say trades, right? So I mean, right now there's one trade available which would have to be taken quite aggressively with almost a market smash capabilities, right? And since this video will be coming out tomorrow, there is a small chance that this trade is already a goner, right? So this first one might not be hit, but I'll still do it, just for the fact if when it comes out tomorrow it's still available, right? If not, then just follow on to the next one, right? So yes, as you can see, I mean, you can see why this sometimes these aggressive trades are really good, because they do have a lot tighter swing points, as you can see here. And with a lot tighter swing points, we can actually have much better stop losses. In this case, our stop loss is a mere 5%, right? So right now we have two possible options. If you wish to play this trade safe, then I would be taking a profit take right here, which in this case that would be at around 2.9R or 16%. And you can see all of the prices on the right side. You can see that my stop is 29 cents, entry at 30 cents, and the first profit take at 35 cents, right? Now that is one of the possibilities if you wish to keep trade safe. But you could go ahead and actually stretch the first profit take all the way up to 42 cents, right? Which in this case is 34% or 6.19R. But even if we scale out a little bit further, right, zoom out, you can see that we can actually stretch this one a little bit up as well, just for the fact that we will most likely, when we go up, we will most likely tag these areas. Perhaps we can even go deeper, obviously, but when we expect pullback, it will most likely not happen before tagging this last area out down here. So maybe we can just front run it just a little bit and kind of see that we are getting 40% or 7.2R right off the bat on the first profit take, which is absolutely amazing if you think about it, right? We're still in bull market and some of these coins can perform well. So for the secondary profit take, I mean, obviously we are again going to be aiming at the next area right off the top, right? And this one is then going to be the key one to see if we're going back into bull state on XRP, or is 50 cents going to be the last one before testing all the way back to the bottom. And if we do stretch up all the way to 60 cents, we get to see that we get 95% or 17R, right? And this case on 60 cents, that would be my last profit take for this trade, just for the fact, like, if it's gonna break out bullish, or should I say if it's gonna hold the area and remain bullish, then I will refill trade somewhere else on some of the other price action positions. I wouldn't be taking further, because I do think if it's not gonna break out bullish, right, in this case, I mean, we are leaving a lot of the profits on the table, which are not really it's not necessary to do so, right? So yes, now already mentioned, this is one of the trades that might already not be available tomorrow, right? Because we do not have chances of recording a video tomorrow. We have to do it one day in advance, and in this case sometimes it might happen. I would be in that case targeting one more trade, and this case this is a safer version of a trade, and this one is going to be available right here. So the thing is, as you can see, right, we already kind of did tested this gap, right, but we haven't tested it really on all the way to the bottom. So if we ever to return down here, it will most likely do a little wick like this all the way to the bottom, right, where we're gonna be able to fill it. So the secondary trade, in this case a much safer one, just the one we had the same two trades on Ocean, and the first one, the aggressive one, gave us a little bit of reaction. I think it was like 10%, and then it went to the secondary safer one, and safer one is right now up to 15%. So it's the same thing. We're doing the same thing here. And again, usually on these safer trades, as you can see, again, it's gonna be a fatter stop loss, right? In this case, we're gonna have 11% stop loss, so it's almost double the stop loss that we previously had up here, but that is to be expected, you know. If it with some safety, it obviously comes bigger stop loss as well, but that doesn't mean that we are gonna be targeting anything less, right? So the very first profit take right here, it has to be taken already here. So in the aggressive trade, we had options of either going up here, taking the first profit take here, or stretching it all the way to the top. In this case, we are not going to do the same. In this case, we will be having our first profit take right here, and you can see 35 cents brings us 41% or 3.6 R. The secondary profit take then all the way to the top bring us 64% or 41 cents, right? But again, we can stretch it all the way to the yellow line, you know, for good measure, and you can see that there is 72%, 6.4 R or 43 cents on the chart. And of course, for the last profit take being all the way to the top, 140%, 60 cents or 12.3 R. And you can see this is one, obviously this trade is jammed too as well. So I personally will be setting up this trade, you know, if it gets hit, it gets hit. I'm not really in a hurry right now due to the being just filled on Ocean, right? So I don't have to be exposed on too many trades. But this is what is possible right now on USDT pairing. Now we can also jump across XRP BTC on Binance, right? And we can see here on weekly time frame, you can see that we had a little bit of a move again on Binance, right? So basically we only had one green candle, and it's still not visible on weekly because it happened this week. But if we go over to the daily, you can see a little bit better that we are trying to do an early reversal pattern, right? And also with this reversal pattern is we have way more liquidity than what we did in the past. So that's why I'm kind of betting that maybe this one can play off. But you know, this one again, if I have to calculate its risk, it is way more risky than USD at the moment, because Bitcoin, as of I'm making this video, it's 41k. The Bitcoin dominance chart is still climbing, and you know, currently Bitcoin doesn't show any signs that it's gonna be stopping, right? So I can make this assumption of this early reversal pattern, which is only seen really on lower time frame, that is actually any good for. So I'm gonna have to classify this trade as having a less than 50% accuracy. So this trade will have less than 50% accuracy, which means that I will target my first profit take at least 3 to 4 R for this to be worth it, right? And obviously, if this is indeed an early reversal pattern, then we won't have any issues getting to that R, because as you see from higher time frame, there is still large gaps that gets to be filled on XRP, right? Okay, so now going back down to like 1 hourly chart, because it's visible the most, and we can already see the area going right through here. We can already see the areas being available right here. Now we are going to be placing stop loss as usual on the bottom, but not on the very bottom. I don't see very much sense into stretching before that point. And you can see we have a stop loss of 9.8%, so a little bit less than 10% to what we are usually going for, right? And now, if I'm not mistaken, we will have to go for a minimum of 3R profit take, and you can see that we have it right off the bat on the next main area, right? So so the first profit take could not be any more perfect than it is, right? We have it at right 3R or 2.9%, 29%, or 940 Satoshi, right? Our entry is at around 750, right? And our stop loss 650 as well. Now for the next profit take, this is going to be probably a little bit more interesting because now we get to zoom out a little bit and kind of do the next areas. And the next areas, I would be stretching it all the way to the top. I would not be joking around. I would just go all the way to the top because this is kind of the gap that I'm going to be expecting for XRP to fill if this is indeed an early pattern, if this is indeed going to be an early reversal. And this very next profit take, as you can see, it's going to be way more fruitful for us because it is 10R, 96%, right? And 1,400 Satoshis, right? So yeah, it gets a little bit more interesting. Now for the next profit take, if I will have to go a little bit higher, right? I would indeed then have to scale up all the way up to a daily to kind of see where the next one is, and we can see the next one on a daily would have to be addressed at this area. Now, okay, supposedly speaking, for this last one to happen, you will most likely have to go above 60 cents to what we were looking at before on USDT chart. So for this one right now, I'm gonna say it like this, right? You can take everything off at the second one right here and you don't have to spend any money, right? Any more money, because like I said, first I would have to see on USDT chart if it holds 60 cents or if it breaks above it, then I would only give this chance one more go, right? I mean, for this last profit take. But in case if that does indeed happen, the last profit take is then going to be at 224% or 2,300 Satoshi, or in this case 22R, which is probably one of the biggest profit takes we already had. I mean, that we had since today, right? So yeah, it is. But again, this third profit take is not available until XRP breaks 60 cents on the dollar value chart, and then we will see where that actually leads us and where we're gonna end up, right? So yes guys, thank you for watching this video. Please do show us some love, subscribe to our channel, right? We do these videos every day except on Sunday. And also join us at Free4C community channel where we discuss stuff like this. We discuss stop losses, we discuss Bitcoin analysis, Ethereum analysis, and you know, all the things you guys ask or you guys need in your path to becoming your own trader. And thank you for watching guys, and we will be seeing each other in the next one.